How we doing, fellas? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know we haven't posted in a little while, but we are committed now to launching a little bit more content on a more regular basis. So today's daily update on FIFA. EA have turned around and they have given us the Daniel James SBC. I say SBC is actually a weekly objective technically. There's also some SBCs involved that you can submit and get some rewards out of as well. A little bit interesting though. Normally you get SBCs and updates for around about 6 o'clock at night. EA completely threw us a bit of a curveball tonight. For some reason this SBC came out at 5 o'clock rather than 6. But hey, it's EA, they probably made a mistake. What's new? So, Daniel James is an SBC. Now, the surprising thing about this card, I don't think anyone wasn't predicting he would be part of Future Stars. I think it's safe to say that since he's been at Man United, he's been a bit of a revelation. He's kicked on from when he was at Swans, and he's probably been one of the few bright lights of a poor Manchester United season in the team. So you can see here, his original card was 72. Now, the reason I say it's surprising, I would have thought EA would have cashed in on this. I thought they would have put him in packs and made him tradable. So, to have him as a grindable card that's free, potentially, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to give back to the fans. The only disappointing thing I'm going to show you here, so his base card was 72 rated, and these are his stats. For a silver card, it's not a bad base card. You can see he's got the 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, high attacking work rates, medium defensive work rates. Strength's a bit of an issue. He's very quick. He's got good balance, good agility. So it almost reflects how he was coming away from Swansea. A little bit of a diamond in the rough. Now, the cards here, and you'll just be able to see all of them. I'm not going to show you all of them, but through the objectives, you go to a 75 rated card. You then get, and this is quite an interesting card, I'm going to have a quick look at this one. You get an 80 rated Daniel James card at striker. Now, striker, 96 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. You can see the strength's gone up a little bit, stamina's up there, but his dribbling's really kicked on. His shooting's still not up to par, so basically you've got a very fast, nimble striker there for an 80 rated card. It's a phenomenal rated 80 rated card that can play up top. So that's an interesting move. What they've then done, and I think this is brilliant, because in the Premier League and throughout FIFA, we've got too many left wingers. We have too many left wingers. So the fact that they've moved Daniel James to the right-hand side of the pitch, brilliant. I'm all up for that. I think that's great. So 100% straight away to me, that's quite appealing. So what I love about this card is, first of all, they've given him a boost on his skill moves. So he's gone from a 3-star skill mover to 4 stars. So first of all, I'm thinking, yeah, that's great. Look at his stats. Those stats for a winger, a fast, pacey winger, are pretty phenomenal. He's got fantastic pace, acceleration. He's got great dribbling. He's 99 agility. He's only 5'7" anyway, so he's going to feel ever so agile on the ball. Ball control and reactions lets him down a little bit there with the dribbling, but overall his agility and balance should mean that in little tight pockets of space he should be very nimble, easy to use. His shooting could do with a little bit of boost. I'd probably be looking to maybe put a chemistry style on there that boosts both his shooting and probably his physical. He is, despite a massive upgrade, still a little bit weak, but with 95 stamina, at least you know you're not probably going to have to sub him off at some point, are you? So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, how do you get your hands on this card that, let's be honest, looks pretty tasty so far? Well, they've done it exactly how they did with the Odegaard card that they launched the other day. It's in your season objectives. Now, at time of recording, we had 37 days and 16 hours left. If you're watching this at a later date, just check to see how long you've got left, because of course time is ticking. In terms of how to complete them, there's 11 different objectives. So the starting point to get your hands on the 75 rated left mid, you just need to assist 3 goals in the Premier League. Now, as you go through these, they get harder and harder. Now, to me, the main things is the hardest ones are the ones to be checking out. Okay, because if you go down to once you've got the 82 rated card, there's a couple of objectives that get, I wouldn't say tricky, but harder for some. All right. First of all, you've got to score and assist, and these are the same guys, in squad battles on world-class difficulty. Now, that's with the Daniel James card. So 100% you should be sticking him up top somewhere. You want him involved in the action. But at the same time, on world-class mode, if you struggle Make sure you're using them against bronze-rated teams. Don't try and take on the gold-rated teams. They're going to be much harder to play against. At least if you play a bronze world-class team, it's almost like playing a semi-pro sort of level. So it's not too bad, or professional level. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. The other one that is rather tricky, again, this is just taking it to the next level. You have to score 2 goals on legendary difficulty. Now, the nice thing is, if you're feeling really confident, you can combine the two. So if you score an assist on legendary mode with Daniel James, it's still going to count for the wonderful winger SBC part as well. So not too bad. And then as you go through with the objective rewards, you're also picking up some a couple of 1 rare player packs. In all honesty, I don't think I've seen anyone that's packed anything decent for one of those yet, but there we go. There we go. And the final thing to complete it, you have to use Daniel James in 15 games. Now, the key thing is most of those are squad battles. So most of the objectives you go through are squad battles. But this last one at the end doesn't require squad battles. So if you've been really efficient and you haven't quite played 15 games yet, but you've completed every other objective in that SBC, what you can then do is if you load up against one of your mates, you get into a game with your mate, 10 minutes in, one of you quits. He quits. He backs out. That counts as a game played. So that speeds things up a little bit. Now, even so, I still personally think you're going to be spending 3, maybe 4 hours at least on this card, and that's if you're a decent level FIFA player. Potentially, you're going to be spending even longer if you're going to struggle on these squad battles. That's just my opinion. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you here. When I first saw these objectives come out and I saw the Daniel James card, I looked at them and went, that's an 86 rated card. Why am I going to bother with that? Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting, okay? I saw a tweet earlier today, and actually I think it's pretty much nailed what I was thinking, all right? You've got here on the screen, I'll show you here, a comparison between the Team of the Year nomination Sterling and the one for the future stars, Daniel James. So let's have a look. James, he's quicker. He's got 4 extra pace. He's got 3 extra shooting. He's got 5 extra passing. He's not quite as good as dribbling. He loses 3 on dribbling. And his defensive, he loses some. Again, his defensive is down by 11. However, his physical stats are 13 above. So overall, you look at James's stats. Sterling's stats, 447 overall on the card face. James's stats, 458. Overall stats in the actual game, 2089 for Sterling, 2149 for Daniel James. Daniel James has better stats than Team of the Year nominee Sterling. You then take into account Daniel James has a better weak foot as well, even better. And I'm sat there thinking to myself, well, why? Why have EA given him an 86 rated card when Sterling, who's got worse stats, has got 89? It doesn't make sense, does it? Now, there's 2 reasons why. First of all, something in the game called international reputation. Okay, so international reputation basically boosts the overall rating of the card value. Now, there are rumours as to what that exactly means. There are rumours to say that Sterling's actually got a +2 or +3 boost on what his stats actually are. A brilliant example of this would be Sergio Busquets. He's 89 rated, but let's be honest, he's a fairly rubbish card. Now, the thing with Daniel James is he doesn't have any international rating. There's no reputation there to be had because he's not really done much in the international stage. So as a result, he doesn't have that boost compared to Sterling. Now, there's then another theory that I've got, and this is slightly more disturbing. Now, my theory is relatively simple. It goes like this. EA want you to grind for this card. They want you to be playing the game to grind for this card. They want you to enjoy this card. What they don't want you to do is to do this card for free and put it into an SBC. It's an 86 rated card. If it was an 89 rated card, some people would grind it, stick it into an SBC. What they want you to do, and this is illustrated by the value of the Sterling card there, they want you to put cards that are worth coins into SBCs. They want you to have untradables. And the reason being is long term, it means to get the coins to buy the players you want, you can't sell your team, you've got to open packs. Obviously, I would highly recommend trading myself. If you haven't heard about our SIP membership, please do drop a comment down below and one of the team will get back to you. It teaches you how to trade and make coins on FIFA. But the key thing here is, I think on purpose, EA have left this card as a lower rated card on purpose. I think actually his stats suggest he should have been higher, but they don't want you to have it higher because, let's be honest, if you're going to grind this card for 3 or 4 hours, he feels phenomenal in the game. He's only 86 rated. You're not going to put him into an SBC, are you? You'd be daft to. So you're more likely to keep him, and you're more likely to get rid of the card, the Sterling card on the left-hand side. Might even stick him to an SBC. Probably not that. You'd probably trade him and get someone a bit cheaper. But there we go. That's my opinion on it. So let's summarise about this card. Am I going to do him personally? Probably. He's clearly not going to make my first team. I mean, we've got Team of the Year Messi on that side. He's not going to be in the same league as that. What he will be, however, is one hell of a phenomenal impact substitution. On top of that, those that are close to me will know we're taking part in the E-Premier League on Friday for Norwich City Football Club. It would be nice if I could get him completed in time for that, give him a bit of a run, see how he plays. He might even make the team for that because it's all got to be Premier League players. But overall, I think in terms of time and cost and bits and pieces, it's probably 6 out of 10 for me. I think the grind is probably a little bit excessive. It's 3 to 4 hours, but the card you get at it is worth it in the end, especially if you can't trade and you've got a lower rated team. I think this sort of card would be ideal for you. I think you are likely to come across them in weekend leagues. I think there's going to be a lot of people, especially like I say, with the lower rated teams that are going to grind them. They're going to complete them. And actually, I think, again, without trying him, I don't want to comment too much, but again, I think he's going to be very, very effective for the foreseeable future, for at least a month or two within the game. So chaps, that pretty much wraps up our return to YouTube. I've kind of enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. First video back. It's kind of nice. We're going to try and get some more of these daily videos out. Just explain the in and outs of any content that gets dropped onto FIFA day by day. Do us a favour. There should be a subscribe button somewhere down there. I might point it alongside, but there we go. Hit that subscribe button. Hopefully we'll be doing some more content soon. Leave us a thumbs up. And if you haven't seen our streams before, 11 o'clock every night on Facebook. We'll catch you soon. Bye for now, guys. See you later.